Have you read the Quran?
In English?
In English, yeah. What do you believe yourself?
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about it. I took a couple of courses. So.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not the full Quran, right? Quran
This is the full Quran.
Quran is many books, right?
What do you mean? Quran is 114 chapters. From Surah Fatiha to Surah Nas is the Quran.
Yeah.
Quran is not like the Bible where you have 73 books of the Catholics, 66 books of the Protestants. You know, the Eastern Orthodox have got some other books, and the Good News has got some other books.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
And then it's a kind of person-to-person.
It's a speech. It was delivered in the form of speech. And then the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was an ummi. He was an unlettered. He didn't know how to read and write. So what he used to do, he used to memorize it, and then he used to ask his companions to memorize, and then the companions used to write it down for him, and then he used to ask the companions to repeat, and then he used to check as to what they have written.
Just from the Islamic perspective, just the
I think I have something like this at home, so I just want you to share it with people who don't know.
We have a lot, we can give it. You know, we can spare one for you.
No, but 100% I have it.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. But thank you so much. Yeah, and I took courses. I went to mosque to take courses for like.
Well, now, what do you believe? You didn't say that. You didn't answer that
What
one.
do I believe?
Yeah. You believe in God?
Yesterday I went to Sweat Lodge, right?
Okay.
With the elder,
Uh-huh.
indigenous elder from Hong.
Okay.
So I like what they believe.
Okay. So is that your belief? What is your belief? What do you believe? You think you believe in God or you don't believe in God?
But see, you're asking what do you believe, right? What do you mean by you?
You as a person. Are you an individual person?
What do you mean by you as a person, right?
I'm talking about, do you have a name? Or you don't name yourself?
But what my name believes in?
No, but do you exist in reality or you don't exist in reality?
Yeah, but like, there's so many of me, right?
How many? You don't have a soul?
But the soul is eternal being, right?
No, internally do you have a soul?
My soul doesn't believe in it. My soul knows, right?
How does it know?
But my brain needs to believe, right?
So who makes the brain believe? So your brain actually takes the decisions on your behalf?
But see, you're talking about
No, do you have a soul?
I do have a soul.
How many souls do you have?
One soul.
Huh?
One soul.
So that's one soul that I'm talking about. What does that one soul believe?
My soul doesn't believe in it. My soul knows, right? My soul knows the creator, right? But
So there is a creator that you believe.
But my brain needs to believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because through the for example, I don't know where you grew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming, right? Stereotyping, right?
Right.
You grew up in a family who had this religion already, right?
True.
For some
True.
generations, right?
True.
So when you were growing up, your brain automatically started to believe,
Right. 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 But there are a lot of people. See, you're right on that, and I have to, give some information on that piece. Till the age of 16, I was following what my parents was following. So I was, born into a Muslim family. I was a Muslim by chance. After 16, I became Muslim by choice because I started studying, and I studied different religions as well. And I know that the people who actually say that they believe in God.
And I'm saying like lucky people who can do that.
Right. So that's the reason when I studied different faiths, I know that the universe cannot come into existence on its own because the universe began to exist.
It's a paradox, right?
Right? It's not a paradox. What is the alternative to that? What is the alternative to that?
No, it's a paradox from the point of view of the Western world.
Mm-hmm. What do you believe then? Do you believe that the universe was always existing, or you believe that the universe began to exist?
Why should we believe the prophet?
It's interesting. Like I don't believe in believing, right? I believe in experience.
So even when you're not believing, you're actually believing that you're not believing. That's part of your belief.
There's two things. There's belief.
Mm-hmm.
There's faith.
Okay.
There's trust.
Right.
What are we talking about? See, there's many things, right?
True.
Belief, faith, and trust.
Right. So what do you believe? What do you believe and what is your faith?
But it's also experience.
Mm-hmm.
Would you trust if I say that I had experience?
If I know somebody is a liar, then I will not trust that person. So that's the reason the Quran was revealed on a prophet who for the 40 years of his life.
No, the thing is not that.
Can I speak? Can I complete that? When you talk about trust, when you talk about being truthful and everything, the Quran was revealed on a prophet who for the 40 years of his life was called as As-Sadiq al-Amin, the truthful and the trustworthy. You know, that's enough for somebody to conclude that what comes from truth is truth. What comes from truth is truth.
Who is the successor?
Pardon me?
Who is the successor?
Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, is the final prophet and the final messenger. God says that in the Quran, in one of the chapters of the Quran, Surah Ma'idah, chapter 4, verse number 3, Allah says, Al-Yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-Islam
I
Madina.
agree with everything.
Now, I'm going to translate that. How can you?
I agree with everything. Like, honestly, everything you're saying, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what you believe is true.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep believing it.
Right.
Because this is good, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This is truth as well. Something that's good cannot be true.
Yes, and it's
It has to be truth as well.
And will bring peace to you, your family, and generations around you. All people which going to believe you, right? They're going to get the peace.
Right, right, right.
You keep doing it.
So, are you at peace?
Huh?
Are you at peace?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because it's an experience.
What experience? What is your definition of peace?
Definition of peace?
Mm-hmm.
For your brain?
No, for your soul. Is your soul at peace? Your brain, you cannot talk about your brain because your brain dictates it to you and you cannot dictate it back to your brain. You said that.
There's one thing in Qur'an, right, which I think is very, very important.
What is it?
And I think it's very important that Quran says when the person is in stress, not in peace, then I don't remember what exactly the name was in English, right? But it says the devil comes.
What does it say?
Quran. Because the Prophet Mohammad didn't know what stress is, but what
do you mean?
What it was.
How do you know that the Prophet didn't know what stress is? Do you know the life of Prophet?
I really, really respect how you interpret how you.
No, have you studied the life of the Prophet?
Okay.
Have you studied the life of the Prophet?
I have a question for you.
No, I need an answer before you ask a question.
Have you studied the lives of indigenous people of Canada?
I did, yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit.
Now my question is, when you said that the Prophet didn't know about the stress,
you know what?
no, I need to know the
I'm
answer
just gonna
before.
say,
No,
I'm
I need
just
to know
gonna
the answer before.
I live here, and
Okay.
I think the rule of Quran, if you live on the land of the country,
Right.
you need to obey by the laws
Right.
of the country.
The Quran says, "Awfu bil uqud."
Yeah.
Fulfill your contracts, and we are fulfilling. The country allows us to preach, propagate, and practice our faith, and that's what we are doing.
But there's also country of indigenous people.
Right, I respect that. For us,
And no, it's not respect. It's just knowing and understanding the laws of indigenous
no, but
communities.
I still want to know when you said that the Prophet didn't know what stress is.
For me, living
Yeah.
on this land, right?
No,
The first law is the law of indigenous
I respect
people.
that. I respect that. I respect that.
This is what I believe.
My question is, when you said that the Prophet didn't know what stress is, can you give me one example? Have you studied the life of the Prophet?
Have you?
Yes, I did.
For how many years?
Pardon me?
For how many years?
How many years? What do you mean by that?
How many years you've studied the life of the Prophet?
Maybe 10 years?
Good for you.
Yeah, no, but that doesn't answer my question.
for
My
you.
question is when you said that the Prophet didn't know what stress is, have you studied the life of the Prophet to make a claim like that?
The main point is not me studying the life of the Prophet.
No, but I'm talking to you. You made that claim.
No, because this is what the guy from at the mosque said.
But have you read it yourself?
I am.
If I say there is a man here, no, hold on.
I
If
don't
I say,
trust you enough to tell you.
but you made a
what I
claim.
know, because
You made a
I-
claim.
no, because-
So were you lying when you made that
because
claim?
No, because you
Were you lying when you made that
When
claim?
you're talking to me like that, there is no
No, you
peace.
made a claim.
There is no peace in your voice.
No, but you made a claim.
But I believe in peace.
No, you made a claim. How can you believe in peace when you just raise an allegation on the Prophet? Peace out.